The goal today, 14,000 feet of elevation gain. The current temperature, 32 degrees. The fearless ride leader, Chris Case. What the hell are we doing, Chris? It's October.
Well, it's my birthday month.
Hey!
This is YOLOrado 14er, a tribute ride to YOLOmites 5000, hosted by the legendary Igor over in Alta Badia.
Crazy, man.
I always wanted to do something like this, and so here we are, freezing our butts off.
Freezing our butts off. Today, the test bike is the Ritte Satyr. Greco-Roman character known, represented in many different ways, sometimes naked with an erection.
What?
Hopefully that one is not happening. Yes, yeah, go look it up.
I don't think I want to Google that. I don't want to Google that.
Also represented more like a pan creature, like half
Where is this going? Where are we going today? Where are we going?
Well, I'm hoping we're turning towards the more pan, the more fawn-like character.
Okay.
Like you, part man, part goat, since we're climbing 14,000 feet. You've got this SRAM wide gearing of a low 30, 36. Hopefully that's enough.
That's plenty.
We'll see. For Chris's Alter Exploration Project 14er, we are tackling a number of the big climbs outside of Boulder, Colorado. Linden, Lee Hill, Sunshine, Switzerland Trail, Rowena, Magnolia, and more. 10 minutes in, I'm well over threshold, breathing hard. This could be a long day. Chris is saying 8 hours, Pablo's saying 7. Your results may vary. The steel Ritte Satyr is my steed for the day. It's about 23 pounds as built, with a mix of SRAM Force and Rival and metal hi-fi wheels. Spencer Cannon started Ritte in 2010, partly as a faux Belgian cycling team. Now Elijah Grundle runs the brand, which makes steel and titanium road and gravel bikes.
We're happy to see people riding bikes. We don't want it to be as serious as it was made out to be a long time ago. You know, we poke fun at some of that. The brand's a little bit irreverent. Ritte builds really seriously great bikes, but we don't take ourselves too seriously.
I'm curious how much snow we'll see today, if any. I mean, there was snow on Chapman yesterday. Where are you headed today?
Up Brook Road area.
Nice. Yeah. Enjoy the day.
You too.
I love what my new friend Adam has deemed BSRs, or big stupid rides. You just go out all day, maybe you build a route, maybe you don't, you see what you find. But it's really linking all sorts of different terrain. I love road riding, I love mountain biking, I love riding my road bike on dirt, I love riding fire roads, single track, and a gravel bike with a lot of different gearing range just really does that for me. The bike for the BSRs.
YOLOrado 14er is nothing if not a big stupid ride. So let's see how this Ritte Satyr handles it.
An hour and a half in, 3,000 feet, 3,200 feet. The pace is not sustainable, which Chris tells me is the whole point of this ride. It's just not sustainable.
Evil cackle ensues.
Good, how are you? Going down the wheel, ready. Hello, is this thing on? Yeah, go. My buddy Chris here is a cycling guide. I did a trip with him to the Dolomites a couple years ago that included the YOLOmites 5000. What is YOLOmites 5000? What are we doing?
It's a silly thing. Real silly.
So the history of the YOLOmites 5000, which is the sort of origin of this ride, the YOLOrado 14er. A friend of mine, Igor Tavella, he's lived over in the Dolomite. Well, he was born there. Generations of his family have lived in Alta Badia, so he knows this network of gravel roads, farm tracks, grass stretches, meadows, and he's linked up this incredible ride. It's 5,000 meters of climbing. He gets the relief of the Dolomites to play with, so it's incredibly steep and narrow everywhere, and probably never strays farther than 25K from where you start at the hotel his family owns. And so this is an attempt to recreate some of that in Boulder. So today our route's about 85 miles, 14,000 feet. I went with that since Colorado's known for its 14ers, and that's a good number for this state. So here we are.
$4,400 feet, how are we feeling, Michael?
I'm feeling okay. Yeah, we had a pretty fast start, and I'm not sure I'm going to make it to the end. Ice, 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 baby.
After a few hours, we meet up with some of the gang from our regular Sunday ride, who, being smarter than us, waited until it warmed up a bit to start their ride. Now with strength in numbers, we make our way up Wall Street, a long gradual climb, to the Switzerland Trail, a rough Jeep road that frankly, I hate to ride on anything but a mountain bike. But misery loves company, and we all bounce our way up the thing.
Yes, like, do I want the mud puddle or the off-camber ice?
Gold Hill is one of my favorite gravel destinations in Colorado, because pie. Full house. Full house. Yeah. How's it
And also take some things out.
How's the pie, Pablo?
This is worth the whole ride. It's some pretty good pie.
With a belly full of pie and espresso, it was time to go down Lick Skillet, the steepest county road in America that averages 14% for 1 mile.
Okay. Around the corner. Okay, thank you. She said there's a lot of ice and vehicles off the road around the corner.
This is hard to even walk. It's so steep.
Yeah, oh.
Slippery over here.
Where a dropper post would be handy.
Once safely down Lick Skillet, a quick bit of pavement takes us to the bottom of Rowena, a 2-mile Jeep track. We love this gravel route for a few reasons. One of them is that it features as the crux of a gravel race called Old Man Winter. Sometimes it's snowy, sometimes it's dry. Today, we get a little bit of both.
Like Blair Witch Project. I feel like we've been here before.
So that 36 is feeling pretty good as I drag my carcass up these stupid steep hills. Thanks, SRAM. I need more signs like this in my life. Once again, so happy to have a 30 small ring and a 36 cog. Trevor does not.
I'm kind of tired. How you guys doing? See? Tired.
Yeah, you're the only one committed though, because you have to like film it.
We got, where are we? What the heck? What's going on? I've lost track.
We got 52 miles and 9,250 feet of climbing in 6 hours. And we did have about a half an hour stop in Gold Hill, which was a little excessive, but there was pie involved, so.
So about the bike. Tom Kellogg designed and did the construction on this steel bike. Each size gets its own tube diameter and thickness.
Tom has 40 years of building custom bikes, some that were world championship winning. We didn't invent the drop chainstay, but we love it as a way to get maximum drivetrain and tire clearance.
With 50 millimeters of tire clearance, you can put just about any sort of tire you want in here. I was running a 40 mil, which was good and plenty. Geometry is fairly middle of the road with a 72-degree head tube. Not super extreme, not super slack, just a comfortable, steady bike.
The frame and NV fork in the stock paint job are $26.75. Complete bikes start around $4,500 with electronic shifting. Because we build most things to order, even our standard pricing includes kind of your choice of gearing, crank length, seat post setback, bar and stem sizing, saddle, and that includes tires as well. We have a variety of tire choices. So we really do feel like at this price point, you should be getting a bike that arrives exactly how it works for you rather than what makes sense in terms of buying big packages of stuff and building quickly.
So I've lived in Boulder for 17 years and I've only done Magnolia maybe 4 times. Once when I didn't know any better, and subsequent times when I was in an event where we had to go up this rascally thing. And once again today, let me sing the praises of the SRAM Axis Wide with the 30 by 36. Hallelujah.
This is the A-frame, also known as the Barczyk's Palace. We are getting water, humble snacks called Oreos.
What's a Barczyk?
A Barczyk is a man who makes bikes, and the Liz is a assistant principal.
That's right.
Yeah, of a school.
Southern Hills, go Cougars.
Here we are.
Here's a Barczyk.
There's a Barczyk made bike. He didn't paint it, but he built it.
How we doing, Pablo?
We're doing okay. Those humble snacks were greatly appreciated.
So at this point, I'm pretty much cracked. I'm having a hard time holding the wheel, whether we're pedaling or walking on the ice. The fun has crossed over from type 1 fun to type 2 fun. We still have, what, 3,000 feet of climbing to go? Oof.
I don't really want to ride that, but I guess I'm going to. Oh my goodness.
Finally, coming down Flagstaff, I feel like I might actually make it to the end of this thing. We go down Chapman, a fun dirt road, climb up Poor Man, and then finally we make our way back to Sunshine. Hallelujah. It's only downhill from here, and in a good way.
I gotta say, that was a lovely day on the bike. It was a lot.
That was a lot.
I
came to bits with like hours to go still. I feel altered.
You should feel altered.
We started with what?
You seem a little dazed, my friend.
Yeah.
This is a stellar.
I've gone to the spirit world.
Evolution. Transformation.
Seems like a deep.
You know what they say. You know what I say. You know what my company likes to say.
Say a lot of.
Transformation begins where comfort ends.
Well, I'm transformed.
Because there was a lot of discomfort.
Shoulders are jacked.
What was your favorite part? What was your favorite section of
Favorite section of the day?
the day?
Gold Hill. Pie. Espresso.
Rowena was probably my favorite.
Rowena was a
because
treat.
Rowena for those who don't know, is pretty chunky and has some technical bits, but we actually had, because it's north facing, we had snow and it kind of filled in some gaps and made it a little slick. You had to use a lot of body English. That was fun. That was fun. It's not too steep.
So Altar Exploration, 1 day trips?
No, these are
trips?
multi-day trips. If you're going to commit to going to these destinations, you need to spend a lot of time. So the Dolomites, Switzerland, Piedmont Alps, Iceland bikepacking, Colorado. They're custom.
Yeah.
I want people to come to me with, I have a lot of stuff in my head where we should go, the highlights that they should see, but it's custom. So they come to me and they say, I want to ride for 7 days or I want to ride for 10 days. And you've been on essentially what an Altar Exploration trip is. Took you and a bunch of other folks over there of a similar mindset, a similar riding ability and caliber, and we rode some incredible stuff. And you know, after 6-7 days of that, topping it off with YOLOmite's 5,000. Yeah, it's a massive week.
That was huge.
But
that was so good.
It's so good, and almost don't realize how deep you're going because you're having so much fun. The scenery is so spectacular. The food is good. The company's good. Everything's good. The architecture's good. The road surface is good when it's good, and it's chunky when it's everything. Yeah. Everything's good.
Yeah.
So
looking forward to going back.
Absolutely.
If you want to join Chris Case on one of these Altar Exploration rides, check him out.
AltarExploration.com.